Yes, well, for the preparation of a keynote 2014. Uh, Actually, yeah, we received an invitation to be part of the keynote. So of course, we were just all the office was just crazy that day. But actually, we are a bit naive because we should have known that we were not the only one that were invited. Actually, there I don't know how many companies were invited, but it was kind of competition actually, and it lasted something like 1 month
Yeah.
in Cupertino. And so,
They invited
sorry,
you. They invited you,
the
like, you should come. You saw like maybe, oh, that's great. We're gonna be on the keynote, and then you
keynote.
discovered that you were in a
Yeah,
competitive.
but we discovered it not at once because we were so we went to we were two people, Jean-Patry and me, that at first that went to Cupertino, and we started to showcase what we were doing and that kind of thing, and we understood in the following days that yeah, there were other people like us. It was not obvious at the time because each team was in his own small office, so it was quite funny to see that actually it was not that we were not sure anymore to be part of the keynote, and especially we were sorry.
Go to lunch, and then you discuss with people, and they ask you, what are you doing here? I'm preparing for the keynote, and then, oh, we are preparing too for the keynote, right? Like, you discover that way.
No, actually, we did not meet anyone.
Oh wow.
No, actually, they made sure that we would not
Talk
cross the
to them.
path of other teams. So Chris at Apple is famous, and actually, yeah, we were quite isolated for 1 month. We were working on a new device. The new device was very hidden too, so we knew only the name, and I even don't know if we knew the name of the new device. So we had to figure out ourselves what was happening, and we realized we were doing well because we were still here. Because at some point, actually, we were with another guy in the same office. It was not, we were not in competition because he was doing games and we were doing video editing. So we were not competing. We actually we were inferring it, but we were not sure. But yeah, and at some point he disappeared, and also we realized that we are still here. So
Yeah.
far so good.
Oh, so far so
And
good.
yeah, yes, it was quite an experience, quite funny. Uh, Maybe not funny at every time because because yeah, it was a bit strange at some point, but yeah. And yeah, the
Why
fun
did you
part
stay
was
there?
at first we were interviewing with some people from the teams, and each time we were pitching somebody else up in the hierarchy. So I think we counted the number. I think we did something like 10 pitch. I think so. We realized there were at least 10 levels of hierarchy in the in Apple.
Well,
So, well, and we
and
finished with Tim Cook. With
oh
Tim,
wow.
yeah.
So when
Yeah, Tim Cook was on stage, but before that, I think it was Phil Schiller, something like that.
we
So
just
yeah,
enter the
we
on-stage.
started with the top exec. We ended with the top exec. The last pitch was really with the top exec. But
That's
even
nice.
at that point, they told us we are not sure you are going to do the keynote. You are the only two teams remaining, but if something happen, we don't have the time or anything, you won't be part of the keynote. So it was 1 month, but even at the very last moment, we were not sure that we would be part of the keynote. Quite funny.
Funny. And then you went there, because I remember there is another part of that story. It's like you
Yeah,
went there, so I guess that stress is at its maximum. Like you're in a backstage waiting for someone to bring you on the stage, right?
yeah,
Um, and then suddenly we were following you live from France, like looking at the keynote, and then suddenly they announce, I remember that part where someone goes on stage and say, there's a team of French engineers, and then they're making a video app. We were all like, woo, it says. And then we see you on stage at that time. And no, what happens? Can you tell the story?
What happened? I don't remember. No, actually, yeah, of course, it's Apple, so it's a very professional production, and so everything is must be just perfect, and so. We were two people with Jeff Boudier, who is almost a native speaker, who was presenting the app, and I was in front of the iPad and selecting things in the app and so creating the video while he's talking. And for production purposes, we had some makeup on the end, and we were the second company to be there. So actually, the first guy who used the iPad, there was quite some amount of makeup on the iPad. And at some point, I had to type text to add to the video, and the text was Utah road trip because it was a very nice picture of people doing a road trip in the Arches, I think, national park. So very beautiful. And I typed this, and I don't remember exactly what typo I did. Maybe I removed the
It's
H
not
of Utah or something like that.
yeah.
And the autocorrect changed it to its road trip. And its road trip does not mean anything really, but it's the text that appeared on as the app was very, very fast, only 2 seconds after that, in full screen in front of everybody and in front of the internet. It's road trip in large with very nice effects, light effects on the text. And the fun fact is that a few seconds later, a second time the text removed because of the automation of the first text. It was a nightmare. So yeah, some people shot an animated GIF on my head as I did something like that, and I had my fake Twitter account. It was a
It
mess.
was you became a meme at that time. So the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
day you were pitching, like demoing on stage during an official Apple event, and then officially becoming a meme online,
yeah.
which is
That's
pretty
why
cool.
I will be remembered for the typo I did. And yeah, one fun fact is one of my first paper I wrote was about spell checking. So it's a revenge of the spell checker.
Oh, funny. So you became the public face of that mistyping, like the typo, like everything the iPhone is doing, when you're typing fast and then it
Yeah.
autocorrect the wrong thing. Mhm. And then first, funny thing is that Apple, I mean, if you look at the video, the official video, you won't see that part now because Apple
Yeah.
removed it.
Yeah, but because everything has to be perfect in the Apple Keynote, so we took a few minutes after the show to reshoot this
The
part.
video.
And, yeah,
So and then they made it like the official version, like they replaced
it's
the
perfect.
live by the fixed part, which is fun.
Nothing never happened. I don't know what we are talking about.
Like talking about that, is there any secrecy that you still hold from that period? Like, does Apple implies like secrecy on that?
I don't think so. It was quite some time ago, and yeah,
More than
it's
10 years.
yeah.
Was
No,
more than
actually, this doesn't exist anymore because the keynote right now are almost every time shot in advance. So yeah,
yeah.
and yeah, a fun fact is that without this typo, maybe we would not have so many downloads in the time because it was quite a buzz actually.
Yeah.
So it was a bad thing, but it was a good thing too because
Yeah.
so many people were laughing of it. Yeah, it was quite a buzz. I think I was featured on la vie du code ou something like that in France.
All these developer
Yeah.
memes. Oh, that's funny. And